Hey, book friends, it's Caitlin and Tishka here. It's pretty hard for me to smile when talking about the book that I just finished because it has launched me into like an existential, sad kind of funk that I was not looking for when I read this. But I, who have never known then, I have been seeing this cover everywhere. All of these like earnest bookstagrammers talking about how amazing this book is. And I guess I just didn't do any research before checking it out on Libby, and I just kind of went into it blind, completely not knowing that this was like kind of a grim sci-fi book that's from 1995 and was originally like written in French by this Belgian author, Jacqueline Harpmann. Wow. Okay. So all I knew about this going in was that it was about a group of women who are living in like a cage, and one of the women, she's really young and she doesn't even remember her life before like being in this like bunker. And that's all I'm going to say about the plot. I don't want to like spoil it for you, but I was like kind of intrigued by this. So I thought I would check it out. And I listened to it as an audiobook. So here I am 6 hours later, feeling like I have aged like 20 years and just feeling like so down after this story. Like I can understand what people like about it, but that doesn't make me like personally feel any better after like reading it because I usually seek out books for like entertainment, to have a laugh, to enjoy, not to like have a bunch of these like existential questions about life and the human experience. So I think it just depends on like what you're looking for in a book. But for me personally, like I just like didn't really enjoy it. But at the same time, like it had like a weird grip on me. I think it was because it's so like lyrical and just kind of like curious, and so you still like want to keep on listening even if it's like really kind of grim. um our protagonist, like she's never been taught anything really about like the world. Like she only has these women in the cage to teach her things, so she doesn't know how to read, or she doesn't know like manners or to respect your elders. Like she doesn't know anything. She just like becomes the person she is just through like living with these other women who like don't tell her anything. She's never like spoken to like men before. Like she is just kind of like clueless. And I feel like I've never seen this kind of like character before. And so it was like still kind of like gripping to see this girl's perspective over the course of her life. There's a lot of like, it's about like female friendship and just what it means to be human, what it means to like have like hope even when something is really, situation is really depressing and grim. So that's what kept me going. Like I often like do not finish books when I'm not enjoying them, but like something about the story is still really gripping. It made me think of some other books, like this book called Beautyland, about this girl who thinks she's like an alien because she doesn't feel like at home on Earth. It also reminded me of a book called The Water Cure, which is also very lyrical. It's about these women who live like isolated on like an island, and they're taught to like fear men. And so they get like really freaked out when like some men end up like shipwrecked on like their island. So it reminded me of those. I don't know if I would like really recommend this book unless you're like looking for this kind of like existential human experience kind of story, but I don't know. I'm definitely going to be like seeking out something to like make me laugh tonight so that I can get some like closure and move on from this very mysterious book. I guess I do respect it. I feel like too many books these days are like all about having like full circle, like happy ending, kind of these like cheap thrills type of books. Like I read a lot of thrillers, and I don't know. I guess I see what everyone's talking about with this book, but wow. Was not expecting that. Let me know what your thoughts are on this book if you've read it or if it's on your TBR, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.